Today I'm going to be rounding up 7 skincare products that I've been absolutely loving. Like really enjoying. I've been using these over the last few weeks, also the last few months. And when I love something, I always want to share that with you, especially if I'm seeing results. I love how they're performing with my other skincare products, especially sunscreen and makeup. That's really important for me. My skincare has to work with my sunscreen and makeup, and if it doesn't, then adios. I don't need you in my skincare routine. You know, it has to work. It has to flow nicely. So I cannot recommend these 7 products enough. So let's get right into it. And of course, these products are going to be linked below for you for your reference. So let's get right into that first favorite. Starting off with K-Beauty, the first product is by HaruHaru Wonder, and this is the Black Rice Cleansing Gel. Now this has been around for a while, yes. Am I late to the game? Yes, I am, but I have heard so many wonderful things in regards to this cleanser that I really wanted to try it for myself. I like testing out new cleansers. I realize they're not the most exciting product in a skincare routine, at least from my opinion, but they're so important to have because of course we need to make sure that our skin is clean before we go in with our skincare products. So this one is your true gel cleanser that lathers up so nicely without stripping your skin. I hate when cleansers strip the skin and they make your skin feel tight. I am not for that. So when I'm looking for cleansers, I'm always looking for something that keeps my skin feeling comfortable and moisturized without tightening up my skin. And so I thought maybe this formula would have done that because this is your true gel that foams up, but surprisingly this hasn't done that yet. This is the type of formula that I do like to use in the summer because I have combination skin. My skin can become quite oily during the summer, and also I'm wearing a lot of thick sunscreens that are water resistant. Sometimes these are more difficult to remove at the end of the day. So I really like to use this at night during my second cleanse to ensure that my skin is super clean before I go in with my skincare products. And then of course, during that first cleanse, I'm using a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil of some kind to remove all of the makeup and sunscreen. I have used this a handful of times in my morning routine, and this is also great for the morning. So perfect for every day, twice a day. Great for all skin types as well. This is unscented, and this has a pH of 5.5, which mimics our skin's natural pH level. So it's a very gentle formulation, like I said, that keeps your skin feeling like your skin, where it just feels nice and comfortable. And I really like this. I really do. Next up is the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. Now, I used to use this quite a bit in the past, and about a month ago, I decided that I would try this again. And the first time that I applied this, I forgot, to be honest with you, how much I love this. I was so impressed with how my skin looked and felt when I applied this for the first time about a month ago. And I thought to myself, why did I ever stop using this product? My skin feels incredible. So this is a hydrating mask. So if you are lacking that moisture, your skin feels tight, this is wonderful to use when you need it. Now, you could use this 1 or 2 days a week. I mean, you could use it more than that if you want to. I use it when I need it, and all you need is a little amount. This has that nice gel texture, so it does spread really nicely. A little bit goes a long way. I use this in replacement of my moisturizer, and I use this at nighttime. So you do leave it on, you sleep with it, and then of course in the morning you can just rinse your face and then go in with your regular morning skincare routine. So this contains squalene and probiotic. So you know, in the summer, if you're outside for a long period of time, you're wearing a lot of sunscreen, you're at the water, maybe you're playing sports, and you're just in the sun all day, your skin feels tight by the end of the day, and then it just feels like it's lacking moisture. This would be excellent to use, and this is what I like to do during the summer months. But during the winter, this is great if you're just someone with just dry skin, or maybe you're using skincare products that are drying out your skin. Then of course this is a lovely option to use when you need it. Next up is the Drunk Elephant A Shaba Complex Eye Serum. This is one of their newest launches. Now when this launched, I was immediately drawn in because of the ingredients. I love a good eye serum. You know that if you've been with me for a while. Eye serums are my go-to. I much prefer to use these over eye creams because I feel like eye serums are more concentrated with ingredients, and I see better results with eye serums versus eye creams. So I really wanted to try this because I also really love the Drunk Elephant brand. Their products perform really well on my skin, and I love the ingredients that they offer in their skincare products as well. So this product in particular contains a 0.1% retinol, so great for signs of aging, great to keep everything nice and smooth and bright around the eyes. This also has a 3% caffeine, which will help to depuff, and there's also a copper tripeptide ingredient, which of course is great for signs of aging also. And I'm a big fan of peptides. I love copper peptides especially. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to try this, but also those key ingredients are really great, especially if you're dealing with these skin concerns all the time. So I have some fine lines around my eyes. I wake up puffy almost every morning, and I do like to use eye serums that contain retinol and of course that peptide ingredient. Now there are additional ingredients in here that are amazing as well, and this is a very thin, lightweight texture that keeps your skin nice and hydrated. It does help to plump up those fine lines temporarily as well, and this one also sits nicely underneath an eye cream or a face moisturizer. Typically I do like to put my face moisturizers on top of an eye serum just to lock in the hydration. This also sits nice underneath sunscreen and makeup, and of course this is great for nighttime as well. So you can use this every day, twice a day if your skin can tolerate to it. I actually like to use this more so at nighttime because it does have that retinol ingredient, but if you're going to use this in the morning, then just make sure that you're wearing sunscreen and bring that sunscreen up around the eyes as well. You always want to be protecting the delicate skin around the eyes. Now Drunk Elephant actually says that you can keep this in the fridge, and I have done that a few times, and it does help to slightly depuff a little bit more, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like it's any different really, so it just depends if you want to keep it in the fridge or not. I don't believe it's necessary, but the option is there if you want to. I just keep this in my bathroom and I'm happy with that. And I think with continuous use, I can see this being very beneficial to soften those fine lines. So I really love this, and if you're looking for something like this and you love Drunk Elephant, this is a must try. Another product that I've been loving that you have heard me talk about a few times already is the Dr. Dennis Gross Derm Infusions Fill Plus Repair Serum. I am just absolutely obsessed with this that I wanted to include it in this video, even though I've already talked about it, because this really performs well. So this has your peptides. This also has ceramides to strengthen and repair your skin barrier. We have mandelic and glycolic acid in here to really help keep the skin nice and smooth. So if you have any texture, this serum can really help to diminish your texture. And I mentioned in a few videos back that the first few times that I used this, the texture on my chin was completely diminished. So this really performs well in terms of texture and just keeping everything so smooth and baby soft, but this also helps to brighten up your skin as well. So there is niacinamide in here with other ingredients that are just so moisturizing on the skin. So this is my go-to peptide right now. I really love it. I use this in the morning, and then of course the days that I don't use tretinoin, I use this at nighttime. And although I have a lot of favorites with peptides, I do like to alternate. This is the one that I've been most consistent with just because I really love the results that I'm seeing. Now this does contain fragrance, so please keep that in mind if you are sensitive to fragrance. It has a floral scent. I actually quite like it, but I know that can be bothersome to some people, but this is exceptional and I highly recommend. Next up is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus Beta Glucan. Now this is one of their newest launches, by the way, and this year they launched 6 new products, in case you didn't know, and I recently uploaded a video talking about those 6. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to leave that video below for you, as well as up here. Now I really like this because it's a gel moisturizer that actually works on my skin, and I don't like gel moisturizers normally because they feel great at first, but then halfway through the day my skin is left feeling tight. It's like all of that moisture that was applied to my skin initially just evaporated, and then my skin is left feeling tight. I don't get that with this. This formula actually keeps my skin comfortable and hydrated for the entire day. And it works great underneath my sunscreen and my makeup. It is super lightweight. It doesn't leave your skin tacky or sticky. It dries down skin-like, but there is a little bit of a glow, which I think is beautiful. And it's not a greasy glow. It just looks like your skin. Like it looks really nice and natural. And it feels very refreshing when you're spraying this all over your skin as well because of that gel. So I am a big fan of this. I'm so glad that The Ordinary came out with a formula like this because a lot of people love gel moisturizers, especially those that have oily skin, or you're just looking for something that is lightweight for the morning. And this is it. This really is. Now you can of course use this at nighttime as well, and I have a few times, but I much prefer to use thicker, richer creams at night and then more lightweight options like this for my morning. Now this has beta-glucan, so this is derived from reishi mushrooms. So this is very similar to hyaluronic acid in the way that it hydrates and plumps the skin, but beta-glucan is not as heavy as hyaluronic acid. So again, another lightweight ingredient in here that just keeps your skin in check. So I highly recommend. This is really, really nice. Next up is a product from MAC Cosmetics, and this is the Hyper Real Serumizer. So this is basically a hybrid. It's a serum, but it also can act as a moisturizer as well. Now, I just use this as a serum because I don't feel like it's moisturizing enough for me personally to have this as my moisturizer. But this is basically a retexturizing product that really helps to improve rough, bumpy skin if you have texture, flakiness. Also, this helps to repair and strengthen your skin barrier while keeping it hydrated and plump. So I really like the ingredients that are in here, and I'm actually shocked that I like this, to be honest with you, because I mean, MAC Cosmetics to me, I think of makeup, I don't think of skincare. So I was really excited to try this, and I think this is a winner for sure. So this has a blend of AHAs. So there's glycolic, lactic, and citric acid. So of course, this is going to exfoliate and give your skin a brighter complexion. This also has salicylic acid as well, niacinamide, caffeine, ceramides to strengthen and repair the skin barrier, hyaluronic acid, and there's Japanese peony extract as well. So when I use this, I really do see a difference with how my skin looks and feels. It feels very soft, it has that brighter look to it, and I just feel like my moisturizer sits so nicely on top of this along with my sunscreen and my makeup. You can use this every day, twice a day. So when I was putting this to the test, I was actually using this in my morning routine, to be honest with you, because at nighttime I use tretinoin, and this isn't something that I would want to use with tretinoin or let's say with a vitamin C serum because it just could be a harsh pairing. So I was using this in my morning routine paired up with sunscreen. Make sure that you do wear sunscreen when you're using products like this that contain AHA and salicylic acid. But I mean, if you have texture and you just want something for a brighter complexion, this is worth looking into. If you like MAC Cosmetics and you want to try something different, I'm telling you, this is great. There is fragrance. I will say there is a slight fragrance scent. It's very, very minimal from the experience that I have had with it. But of course, I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. And the last product is by Paula's Choice, and this is the Skin Smoothing Retinol Body Treatment. And I've been loving this on my chest and the backs of my hands. This is fabulous for those that have that uneven skin tone. So let's say you have a lot of discoloration on your chest, your hands, or anywhere else in your body, you have texture, but also if you have fine lines, this is going to be a great product to treat all of these concerns. So of course this contains retinol, but it also has a vitamin C derivative. So I do feel like this is quite brightening as well when you're consistent with it. It contains shea butter, evening primrose, so it's also very moisturizing. I've never had an issue with irritation with this. I've never had an issue with dryness. It actually performs well and it just keeps my skin feeling nice and comfortable, but it's also treating my skin at the same time. So I like to be consistent with this, like I said, on my chest, and then every night before I go to bed, I like to put it on the backs of my hands, and it does a very good job to keep everything super soft and of course texture free. So if you love products like this, I highly recommend. The only thing I will say is that if you decide to use this all over your body, which of course you can, you will go through this pretty quickly. This contains 118 mils of product. So I would recommend just to use this on your most troubled areas, and then of course just be consistent with that, and then use something else for the remaining parts of your body, of course to keep everything moisturized. But when you're using something like this, you want to make sure that you're wearing sunscreen all the time. So if you're constantly treating your chest, the backs of your hands, wherever, and it's being exposed to the sun, just make sure that you're always wearing sunscreen to protect the skin so that these areas don't get worse. So those are the 7 products that I am absolutely loving right now. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it helpful. And of course, most importantly, I hope I introduced you to something new today. Let me know if you're going to be trying any one of these products. Have you tried them already? I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. So let's get a conversation going in that comment section. And of course, these products will be linked below for you as always. Thank you so much for watching. I always do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.